Hi everybody, this is Susan with Pumpkin Hill Stampers. I have a Stampin' Show and Tell for you today. We're going to be making this fun double Z fold card. So this is a card I'm going to be making with a group of stampers this month. I'm using the Abstract Impressions stamp set, and I'm also going to use the butterfly die with the coordinating framelits to add that embellishment to the front. So let's go ahead and let me show you how I put this double Z together. So first you start with your card base. Okay, this is a standard 8.5 by 5.5. You score it at 4 1/4, which is your standard halfway point. And then you also score it at 2 1/8 for that front panel. That makes that front Z fold. So score it there, and then I'm going to fold it back. I'm going to score it here. Okay, so we've got that Z fold. Okay, now it's called a double Z fold because we also have a strip that's going to anchor the card, see here on the bottom, and it's really just the reverse of what we just did. So it's still an 8.5 inch. We score it at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. So let me go ahead and give that a score in those two places. But when we put it together, the small Z is going to be attached to the back, and the long Z is going to be attached to the front. So that's how we make the double Z. See? Okay, so let's go ahead and put our pieces together. So for this one, I'm doing some pretty simple stamping. I've already die cut that. So I'm using the Designer Series paper that coordinates. So we're going to put a panel here on the front, and then we're going to put another panel across the front of that long section of the bottom Z. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and put that on with some snail. So really, you could duplicate this card with any Designer Series paper, but this one in particular, you could duplicate with this coordinating paper. Alright, so there's that front panel. And then here is the bottom panel. Now I'm going to apply the snail to this long strip because I've actually cut this piece a little bit long, so I'm going to trim it off after. So I'm just going to marry up those ends, tack it down, and then I'm going to come in with my paper snips and just trim off the extra here. Okay, so that's going to be our bottom Z. Now, you may notice that on the first card I made, my flowers look like they're floating a little bit, and after I got it all done, I didn't like the way the butterfly kind of hid them. So this time I'm going to stamp my flowers a little bit lower, okay, kind of tucked right in where the top of this is going to be. So let's see how I do with that. So I'm using Shaded Spruce for my green. Put up my ink pad here. So if I want to know where this is going to come in, I know it's an inch. So if I use my grid sheet to help me, if I put this 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks down below that middle line, I know that's where my piece is going to go across. So now if I stamp my stems at or below this line here, it's going to bring the whole image down a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with So Saffron, and I'm going to stamp 3 of these flowers. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to come in with Crushed Curry as a second yellow and add a little detail, this fun one. So you're just going to stamp right over the top, 2-step stamping there. Okay, now the kindness changes everything. I have it tucked right along the crease, and the reason I did that is that when the card is closed, you don't want to see part of the word, so it's hidden, but when you open, it's shown very well. So when we stamp those words, we're going to put them right near the crease of the card. Okay, and then it worked out nicely that on this bottom strip, the thank you fits right in that section. So So there we have that. So let's see how this is going to work. So this is going to go here, and that's going to work across there. And then when we close it, I'm going to put this butterfly on. Now it won't hide my flowers. So that'll be great. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish assembling this Z. So this time I'm going to put snail on the back of this strip here. Okay, and that gets lined up right here in the bottom of your card. Now I guess there's no rule that says that it has to go at the bottom if you want to place it for a different kind of card, up or down, but for today it worked well to be on the bottom. Then instead of putting my snail here, because I don't want it to cross the whole section, I'm going to put my snail here because I know I only want it to go to the crease. So then I just straighten this out and attach that. Okay, there's our double Z. And then I'm going to use just a couple of glue dots. Put them on the back of the butterfly here. I'm just pressing those to my glue dots. That one didn't come off. Try again. Ooh! It doesn't want to come off. Let me use the next one. There we go. I convinced it. Okay, so I'm going to close this up because I don't want my butterfly to overlap those flowers. I'm just going to put that on there with those two glue dots. Okay, and then on my envelope, I'm going to go ahead and re-stamp these flowers one more time. So I go ahead and stamp it right on off because sometimes we do that. Okay, so there is the show and tell for today. So I hope you enjoyed. Now remember, all the details for how to cut your paper to make a Z-fold card will be in the tutorial on my show and tell newsletter next Tuesday. So make sure you get that. And comments, thumbs up here. Let me know you enjoyed today's quick and simple project. And if you need to order anything, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. I do have an online host code every month that you can shop with and possibly win some mystery Stampin' Reward dollars. I do that every month as well. So join me on my show and tell, learn about all the fun VIP programs that I run that you can participate in. And don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube so you get my videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Alright everybody, thanks so much, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.